Hi, my name's Keith. I am a local Bellingham, Whatcom County guy, and I wanted to share a story about what's been in the news quite a bit lately, which is the Bellingham Graffiti rock on I-5, just north of the North Lake Samish exit. But I wanted to share it from my perspective because when I've been interviewed or had a chance to be interviewed, I didn't think all the information was coming out that I wanted to share. So the reason I know about this is because I started this Facebook page like 15 years ago, mostly out of a curiosity of what has happened with The Rock. This is posted right by The Rock. So people who would paint it recently would go on there, see how to contact us, send us the shots, and then we could upload the rest of the story to the page. I was reached out to by the Washington State Department of Transportation. This started back in November and December. It was on a list of all kinds of interesting people through the Washington State Department of Transportation with their human resources, with their environmentalists, with their archaeologists. They sent it out to all the local cities, Bellingham, Ferndale, Skagit County, local tribes. And so they kind of sent it out to a bunch of people, and we've been having meetings on it kind of semi-regularly. The rock can't stay where it is. And the reason is just to the south of the rock is Chucknut Creek, and that is a salmon-bearing creek. And I think they kind of made a mistake when they put the freeway in years and years ago, because you'll see down here at the end of the creek, it goes creek and then it goes straight to a culvert. And that is really not the way Mother Nature intended fish to swim through all these big black pipes. If you remember, there used to be a pipe under Padden Creek just south of Fairhaven Parkway. So at least it's going to be moved for a good reason. So now the aftermath is the rock, and they're expanding into that lane. So even though the rock's off the shoulder, it's going to be part of the construction location. Washington State Department of Transportation, it's on their property, and they're holding a bit of a hot potato, and they definitely have a say-so in what is going to happen or where the rock could be relocated. So initially they thought we reached out, and I'm like, sure. I came up with a few great ideas I thought where it could go, with one being the park and ride, a second one being that little triangle when you exit the North Lake Samish and enter the North Lake Samish. There's a little triangle that's not used. Both those ideas were rejected, as well as even putting it somewhere in something as easy as a rest area. Here's why it's not working, is what I'm told with these ongoing meetings we're having with WSDOT, is because of there's not funding for maintenance. And so I'm not sure how far up the food chain the WSDOT people are trying to get this resolved or not, but if someone could just sign off and say we will accept it at the park and ride, then we would be good to go. It is available for any public or private entity, and if needed, WSDOT will personally deliver this rock to your new location if it meets their requirements. So if you think your business could use this big local monument and save everyone in town and everyone would be happy. I know it was on Channel 13 News out of Seattle, Fox. We were just talking with Dave, Allen, and Patrice on Cafe 104.1 here in Bellingham. It's been in the Bellingham Herald a few times and on My Bellingham Now, as well as Whatcom Talk. So people do talk about the rock. A couple of new tags I just heard recently was I was the rock guy or the rock preservationalist, which are flattering, of course, but I just kind of started this off as a curiosity of the rock. By no means am I an expert on where the rock should go. If you do have photos of the rock in your stories, please share that, because even if the rock's gone, our memories can go on. It's on the historic registry. It's on Google Maps. If you have any realistic ideas with the understanding that it has to be moved, it's like, just leave it there. That's not an option. So I've seen that over and over again, just leave it there. And that was my initial thought too, without having the rest of the backstory. If anyone out there is interested in either helping out with this, reach out to us. I would love any insight, share with the comments, or hopefully if there's someone who could grant permission for this to go to the park and ride or go to the rest area, or if anyone has a great local spot here in Whatcom County or Skagit County where it could go, it needs to go somewhere, and it would be nice to preserve it. Appreciate watching this video, and any information or insight you have, please share.